In a meeting room at Galloways, two people sit across from one another, ready to discuss a topic that many of us put off for another day. Hasanga Parkinson, Chief Operating Officer at Galloways, is joined by Glenn Wallis, Legal Principal Director at Misha Wallis Co Solicitors. With notes spread across the table and Galloways banners behind them, they explore what wills and lasting powers of attorney are, why they're so important, and how planning ahead can help protect you and those closest to you. Why should parents make a will?
I'm Hasanga Parkinson, Chief Operating Officer for Galloways, and with me is
Glenn Wallis from Misha Wallis Co Solicitors, based in Preston. I've been a chartered legal executive for the last 20 years, and we specialise in many areas of law, one of which is wills and powers of attorney. And today we're going to discuss why it's important to have a will and a power of attorney.
Thank you. So, as a parent, what is the biggest reason to make a will?
Guardians for your children. You know what actually would happen to your children if you were no longer there. Obviously, children obviously under the majority age of 18 who will look after them, because you don't have a will, don't make provision for them, then they run the risk of at first instance being sort of considered for care if there's no one else there, unless a family member actually applies. But actually having that in place and speaking to the people you want to be guardians before making the will, and naming them within that allows the people, then your guardians, then to step up if and when it becomes necessary to do so, and take steps to protect the children. Because of course a will isn't just about money, again, which often is a misconception. It's about deciding who would raise your children if something happened to you.
Parents are really busy raising children, working, will may be the last thing on their mind. Is there age that we should be thinking about getting a will done?
I think generally, I think when we talk about wills, it's what we call a life event. So if you're married, if you have a child, if you buy your first house, all these trigger events, you should always consider doing a will, because as none of us know, what's going to happen in the future.
Galloways support through